Chapter 24.
What was that all about, anyway?
Some people with whom I've had business dealings wanted to come and look the place over.
Ah. So you're working directly for the Empire now?
Gens. I'm sorry, sir. They insisted on coming out to see what was happening.
You haven't answered my question.
If I'm not interested in working for the Republic, I'm certainly not interested in working for the Empire. The Imperials have been coming here for the past few weeks to collect Islamiri.
But you do know their commander personally.
That's information again.
What'll this Grand Admiral's name cost me?
For the moment, the name's not for sale. Perhaps we'll talk about it later.
Thanks, but I don't think there's going to be a later. If you don't mind, we'll just say our goodbyes here and get back to the ship.
The Star Destroyer hasn't left orbit yet. Lifting off now would be an open invitation for them to swat you down.
All right. Sure. We'll finish dinner. I want to go back to the ship and check on a couple of things.
But you will be back.
Trust me. Come on, Lando.
So, what did we forget to do back at the Falcon?
Nothing. I just thought it'd be a good time to check out Card's storage sheds. Particularly the one that was supposed to have a prisoner in it.
The lock. It's been shot off. Strange.
Let's go inside. Well, well. Someone's been busy over here.
Looks like our mysterious prisoner was tampering with the equipment.
I'm gonna take a look next door.
You seem to have gotten lost, and to have lost General Calrissian along the way.
You were holding a droid prisoner, too?
I see Gent was talking out of turn again. Amazing, isn't it? How so many expert slicers know everything about computers and droids, and yet don't know when to keep their mouths shut.
Who was he?
That information's not for sale.
Maybe we don't need to buy it.
What'd you find, Lando?
It's a micro power supply. That's how it got out. The manufacturer's logo is small but readable. Recognize it? It's the logo of the Sipah Habadit.
That's a bioelectric power supply?
That's right. Just like the kind that would have been in, say, an artificial hand.
What do you want me to say? That Luke Skywalker was a prisoner here? All right. Consider it said. He escaped in one of my skip ray blast boats, crashing it in the process.
He what?
He's all right.
You don't sound so sure of that.
Mara Jade was the one who went after him. She has a certain... well, why mince words? In point of fact, she wants very much to kill him.
Why?
I don't know. We had nothing to do with the damage to his ship. If we hadn't picked him up, he'd almost certainly be dead by now.
Yeah, you're a real hero.
The Imperials want Skywalker Solo. They want him very badly. If you look carefully, you'll notice that I didn't give him to them.
So what are we going to do about Luke?
There's nothing we can do for them tonight. Not with Vornskers roaming the forest, and the Grand Admiral still in orbit. In the meantime, dinner should be ready by now.
Have you found them, Captain?
I'm afraid not, sir. Have you calculated their likely emergence points?
There's really only one practical choice. A town called Hilliard City.
Detail 3 squads of stormtroopers to set up an observation post there. Better add half a biker scout unit, too. And 3 chariot light assault vehicles.
Stormtroopers, sir?
Card lied to us, you see. Whatever that little drama was this afternoon, the pilot of the chase vehicle never reported in during the pursuit. Nothing but complete radio silence. Speculation, Captain.
consider the additional fact that Card refused our invitation to join in the search for Skywalker.
You mean that was Skywalker in that skip ray?
Unlikely, I'll admit, but likely enough to be worth following up on.
Yes, sir. Though if we stay here more than another day or two, we may have to move back the Sluis Van attack.
We're not moving Sluis Van. Not for Skywalker, not for anyone else. Sluisi art clearly indicates a biannual cyclic pattern, and I want to hit them at their most sluggish point. 3 squads of stormtroopers should be adequate to handle Skywalker, if he is indeed here. And to handle Card, if he turns out to be a traitor.
Reminds me of Endor. The forest always sounds so busy at night. Oh, it's busy, all right. A lot of the animals here are nocturnal, including the Vornskers. Strange. Card's pet Vornskers seemed wide enough awake in late afternoon. I call them nocturnal because they do most of their hunting at night. Maybe we ought to travel at night, then. This whole forest is dotted with small clearings, through which a glow rod beam would show very clearly to an orbiting ship. I think R2's picked up something. No kidding. Thank you. Forget it. Are Card's pet Vornskers a different species? Or did he have their tails removed? They used those tails as whips. Pretty painful. And there's a mild poison in them, too. We found out later that removing the tails also kills a lot of their normal hunting aggression. He's thought occasionally about offering them for sale as guard animals. Having looked a Vornsker square in the teeth, I can tell you it's not something the average intruder would like to do twice. Get used to it. It's a long way to the edge of the forest. Fortunately, you seem to be an excellent shot. He fell silent, getting ready to sleep, and probably assuming she was going to do the same. The Vornskers weren't going to get Luke Skywalker, and neither were the Imperials. When the time came, she would kill him herself. It was her right, and her privilege, and her duty. Shifting to a more comfortable position against her tree, she settled in to wait out the night. Guard? Over here. Did Solo and Calrissian get bedded down all right? They went back to their ship. I don't think they trust us. Under the circumstances, you can hardly blame them. Maybe pulling Skywalker's computer logs tomorrow morning will help convince them we're on their side. Are we? We don't really have a choice anymore, Aves. They're our guests. I want you to organize a search party for tomorrow morning. What if we don't get to them first? We'll just have to take them away from the stormtroopers, I suppose. Think you can put a team together for the purpose? Easier done than said. A bunch of our people figure they owe Skywalker big for getting them out of permanent hock to Jabba the Hutt. I know. And all that warm enthusiasm could be a problem. Because if we can't get Skywalker free from the Imperials, well, we can't let them have him alive. I know. And all that warm enthusiasm could be a problem. Because if we can't get Skywalker free from the Imperials, well, we can't let them have him alive. And one way or the other, Card knew that his life here was at an end. Read for you by Mark Thompson.